The journey to the summit. In a small village nestled in the mountains, there lived a young man named David. David had always been fascinated by the tallest mountain in their range, a peak that seemed to touch the sky. For as long as anyone could remember, many had attempted to climb it, but few had succeeded. David's friends and family would often tell him stories of the mountain's treacherous paths, steep cliffs, and unpredictable weather. They warned him of the many who had attempted the climb but never returned. Yet, David felt an insatiable hunger to reach the summit. He was driven by a burning desire to see the world from the top, to feel the sense of accomplishment, and to prove to himself that he could overcome any obstacle. David spent months preparing himself for the climb. He trained his body, honed his skills, and studied the mountain's terrain. He knew that the journey would be tough, but he was determined to push through. Finally, the day arrived when David set off on his journey. He was filled with a mix of emotions, excitement, fear, and anticipation. As he climbed higher, the air grew thinner, and the winds howled like beasts. David's legs ached, his lungs burned, and his spirit wavered. But every time he felt like giving up, he remembered the words of his grandfather, "The greatest rewards lie beyond the greatest challenges." He drew strength from these words and pressed on, one step at a time. The journey was grueling, but David persevered. He encountered raging rivers, treacherous ice caverns, and sheer rock faces. With each obstacle, he grew stronger, more resilient, and more determined. As the sun began to set on the third day, David finally reached the summit. The view was breathtaking, the entire valley stretched out before him, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. David felt an overwhelming sense of pride, accomplishment, and joy. He realized that the journey had changed him, that he had discovered a strength within himself that he never knew existed. As David descended, he carried with him a newfound sense of purpose. He knew that the lessons he had learned on the mountain would stay with him forever, and that he would face future challenges with confidence and courage. Moral: David's journey to the summit teaches us that the greatest rewards often lie beyond our greatest challenges. It's the struggles we face, the obstacles we overcome, and the perseverance we demonstrate that ultimately define us. When we push through our limitations, we discover strengths we never knew we had, and we emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Reflection: what mountain are you climbing in your life? What challenges are you facing, and how can you tap into your inner strength to overcome them? Remember that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Keep pushing, keep striving, and trust that the journey will transform you in ways you never thought possible. If you have been renewed by this message, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel to encourage us on this journey. Stay blessed.